Any of you guys who have not seen my island before, I'm going to show you the full thing right now. Okay, so you guys have already seen this. We built this today. If you've been here since the beginning of the stream, we built a pig farm and a cow farm. Brand new today. Brand new. We also have this chicken farm, which if you guys weren't in my stream yesterday, then you're probably not familiar with what this is. I have a plugin called MobStack, which is why you see the number above the chickens. So MobStack basically allows one chicken entity to represent 30 chickens. You can change the number to whatever you want, but that just prevents like server lag. So picture every one chicken that's here. Every one of these chickens represents 30 chickens. There's a lot of chickens here. And they're automatically farmed by a dispenser. So this entire floor, the reason it's covered in carpet is because beneath this carpet are hoppers. Excuse me, sir. I'm giving a little tour of my island right now. Can you leave? And all of these hoppers feed back here into this redstone dispenser that will automatically collect all the eggs and shoot them out, hatching brand new chickens. So it's basically just a never-ending chicken creator, which is why we have like literally hundreds of chickens in such a small space. Now, what's the way you deal with all those chickens? Obviously, if too many spawn, you need an easy way to kill them. Now, I could just take my fire aspect sword and go to town on them and light them all on fire, and then I'd get some cooked chicken. But that is not as efficient as what I'm about to show you. So if you noticed up top, there's a trapdoor that I can open that allows the chickens to fall down. And when they fall down, they fall into what I'm calling the automatic epic chicken cooker dispenser system. So if I open up that trapdoor, the chickens all fall down this water and they burn right there in that lava, and which cooks the chicken and will also drop the feathers. So I end up getting chests that are full of cooked chicken and cooked feathers. And I can actually demonstrate for you guys how this works right here. So actually, let me just put that back in my inventory because I can actually, I left a seed right out here out front. Let me actually just destroy this monster right here. Get out of my way. I'm trying to show something cool. So if I take this seed right here, this allows me, if I hold it, right, to lure the chickens in my direction. If I open up this trap door, that allows the chickens to all fall down. I can close it so no more fall down. But if I go down below here, I gotta make it quick because a lot of chickens are gonna be falling. They're all gonna be coming down the water. Wait, why aren't they burning? Okay, they are. They just gotta kind of bump into each other sometimes. And you can see they start burning alive. I guess the water needs to be a little bit higher. Or something else needs to happen, I don't know. But then all the chicken flows to the chest and collects down here. Effectively giving me an endless supply of free cooked chicken. Some of the entities, you know, do just burn, and some of the drops actually burn too. I don't know why more of those chickens aren't burning. The lava, I guess, is just a little bit too high. We'll have to tweak that system. But you get basically how it works. It's pretty cool. So that's what this entire room's for. So I'll just continue to let those chickens burn. You can see a lot fell down there. So that's basically how that system works. We've got a bridge with a little cool fountain that we decorated. Little campsite, Camp Poggers right there. And then you come across this bridge. So over here, this is where I keep all my cooked meat. So we've got steak, chicken, fish, pork, and raw mutton. And then this down here is just sort of like a trash chute. I can burn anything alive there. Hey, phantoms, get out of here. I'm trying to show my viewers something. So then you come up this way, and this is where all the farming is. This is basically how I started my island. And, dude, can these freaking... I'm sorry. I trick shot you? I have infinity on my bow, so I'm not even worried. Yeah, get wrecked, idiot. You're so annoying. I don't have a bed. I probably should be sleeping, but it's fine. It is what it is. And... what? Invisible. Or invincible. Okay. Then on the flip side of all the meats over here, we have like all the sort of vegetable plant items. We got apples, we got sugarcane, seeds, carrots, beet. We got bamboo, or beet seeds and beet. And then we got potatoes and all that. So then this over here is my farm. So we got wheat. We got, that's carrots. We got potatoes. We got beets. We got pumpkin, and we got watermelon. And these were all found naturally, by the way. I didn't spawn any of these in. These were all found in mine shafts or by killing mobs. I was able to get all the seeds for all of these. The trees, however, I did have to spawn those in because if you load up this seed, the seed is 6 and the world type is ocean. You're only given 1 oak tree. So I needed to spawn in some dark oak, or sorry, I think that's, yeah, dark oak, and then it's spruce, and then it's jungle, and then birch. And you can see I put glowstone around the bases of all these just to prevent mobs from spawning out here. There used to be a lot of mobs out here. And then these little sheds right here just basically store the saplings for each of these tree types. So it's a pretty effective little tree farm. Anytime I need wood, I can come out here and farm it. It's pretty cool. And again, there's all my vegetables too. And also sugarcane and bamboo is down here as well. Now let me take a second to show you my storage room. This is one of my favorite parts about this entire island. It's so clean. And I spent a lot of time working on it. I wanted it to be underwater just because I thought that was cool. So you come down here. This was built entirely underwater. And I've got a chest for almost each individual item that I've found so far in the game. So you can see I come to all these chests. You can see exactly how many diamonds I have. You can see we still have a few more ancient debris, netherite scraps. Mr. Man, thank you for your $2. And Sexy Mexi and the Illegal Beagle. I love your name. Thank you so much for becoming a member of the Menaces. Enjoy your badge, emotes, and immunity to slow mode. Appreciate the love and support. Thank you so much. We've got a villager trader that we were able to convert from a zombie villager into an actual just regular villager. He doesn't have a profession yet, but we gave him a name tag so he doesn't despawn. Put him in a boat. His name's Daddy. And we left him a little welcome sign. Welcome to Henry's Island. We love you. So he doesn't get lonely. And he knows we care about him. So this is just a little trash chute. I can put items in here that I want to burn. And the same thing, same concept from the chicken farm. It gets shot out of the dispenser into a bucket of lava. So that's basically how that works. Now over here, we've got my library with an enchantment room. I really haven't used this a whole lot. This I thought was a really cool design. I got this off of Mumbo. Is that his name? Mumbo Jumbo, the Minecraft YouTuber, if I remember his name correctly. I basically took this design from him. I thought it looked really cool in a list of like sort of enchantment room designs that he had. And I've got a little secret passageway. You come through this picture, you get a secret hallway. Again, just a little bit of a scenic look, little long table, another picture. You come down here, crouch through this picture, and you're in my nether room. I haven't actually updated this yet, but I think I want this to be where I store a lot of like my nether items, which I think will be really cool. And then this is my giant nether portal, obviously. And if you go down that pathway, that's towards all of my mine shafts where I basically mined and collected everything that I have here so far. So you come back up here. This leads you out this way, up these stairs, and we're back towards the middle part of the island. Now, this right here is one of my favorite contraptions on the whole island. And it's how I've pretty much been able to get as advanced as I am. So this is an updated Afk Fish Farmer that works in 1.16. It's not perfect. It's not as good as the old Afk Fish Farm system, which was this, but it's pretty dang good. So I've got a fishing rod with Mending, Luck of the Sea 3, Unbreaking 3, and Lure 3. Now, if you remember, you used to just be able to stand right here and be able to collect enchanted books, enchanted bows, rare items from Afk Fish Farming. It would go into a hopper and then go into a chest. But they updated the system so that your bobber needs to have 3 blocks of water in all directions in order to actually collect enchantment items. So you can't just have 1 block of water here. There can't be air or another block to the side of it. You need to have it be surrounded in a 3x3 block of water. So what this system is if I can just throw out a couple of these things so I can show you exactly how this works. If I pick up this fishing rod, I stand right here, and if I start it, and I right click on the note block just like you used to, there's a redstone timer that will automatically move the iron trap door up and cancel the fishing rod and pull down whatever's on it. So it's really just on a timer-based system instead of actually on a bobber detection system, which is what the old one used to use with the pressure plate. So again, it's not perfect. You get a way lower number of enchanted or rare drops. That's basically how that works. And then, you know, a lot of that stuff gets dumped into here. You can see all the raw cod, salmon, the saddles that I've collected. And then over here is all the enchanted books that I've been able to get from Afk Fish Farming in 1.16. So it's pretty cool. The old Afk Fish Farming system, which right now only gives you salmon or cod or sticks or random stuff like that, used to feed all the way down here. So this used to be what was my old original Afk Fish Farm system that came all the way down here. So I used to be able to collect hundreds, thousands of items overnight. I would leave an Afk Fish Farming program overnight, and I would collect hundreds of items, hundreds of enchantment items when Afk Fish Farming was a little bit more OP. I had scaffolding to be able to get up and down to each chest, and then I had a little trash chute right here where I put waste items and stuff. So this goes, I think it's like 20-something blocks deep, so it's incredibly deep. I got hundreds of items. It's been really cool to build and really cool to collect. So that's basically how I've been able to be on this, you know, survival island for so long, but then also have as many enchanted items as I do. So if you come out these back doors, again, you come down here to my my storage room. Now this right here leads up to my iron farm. So the right side goes up, left side is for going down. So if I go over here on the right side, come all the way up, this is my iron farm. If you're any familiar with how this works, I think I got this tutorial from Mumbo Jumbo as well. But basically, I can fill all 3 of these chests with iron. This has been running forever. So it's basically an iron golem farm that gives me an unlimited amount of iron, which is so freaking cool. And obviously, that's been really useful in getting a lot of the tools that I've made too. You can see that's all gold blocks up there. I've had a good amount of time on this island that's given me a lot of disposable resources. So I've just tried to make like as much cool stuff as I can that I think would be useful for me to have. Dua, thank you so much for the $1. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. So here we got all blast furnaces. We got regular furnaces there. And I've still got more room for random stuff I can add in my storage room here too. So this is honestly one of my favorite parts of the island. This is where it all started. I think really these farms were like the first things I made. And I used to have a little house right here, but eventually that turned into this Afk Fish Farm. So that's all that over there. Now, actually, I'll show you this down here first. This is just a basic little boat house. So I can take a boat and go out wherever the heck I want. And I can actually take this right here. Before I show you guys my train station, which is one of the projects that's literally the longest for me, I can take this boat all the way out here. And I'm actually, now that I think about it, I'm not going to actually be able to get into this farm without breaking anything, which won't be too bad. I can easily break something to get in. But these are my mob farms. And so on the right here, I have a skeleton mob farm. And on the left, I have a witch mob farm. So let me come right up to here. All of this was built in survival, by the way. I didn't build any of this in creative. All the materials were gathered in survival. So I didn't cheat my way into any of this. So again, like I said, right in here is a skeleton spawner. If you look through these chests, you can see a skeleton spawner in there. Now, obviously, the skeleton spawner, since you can't collect spawners, even if you have a silk touch pickaxe, those did have to be spawned in from creative. But it's something I wanted to do just because it was a cool thing to design on this island. But I do take a lot of pride in the fact that everything else that I've built on this island was built using materials that I gathered originally in survival. So if you don't know how the mob farms work, basically there's water that starts in the back of this giant room where all the skeletons are spawning that pushes them all towards one little funnel where they get pushed all the way up this water chute with soul sand, similar to how I went up and down my iron farm. They go all the way across and then fall down. And when you kill them on these hoppers, all their items are put in a chest and they fall the perfect distance so that when they fall, they don't die, but they're within 1 hit of dying. So here comes the skeleton. He'll fall down right here. He actually died. I don't know why. Maybe because he might have taken a little bit of damage from the sun or something is my only guess, since it's daytime. That's why I have that block right at the top there for when they fall down so that they don't catch fire and die when they land. But that's the skeleton farm. You get the idea. Obviously, the skeletons don't spawn unless you're within proximity to the spawner. So, and then same concept over here, but for witches. So I've got potions of healing, potions of fire resistance, empty glass bottles. We got glowstone, redstone, sugar, and all the stuff that you would get from witches that all spawn right in this corner. So that's really cool. This was really fun to build. And again, I built this all naturally. So I had to get all this nether rack to then smelt into nether brick to then make this, which is really freaking cool. And I'm really proud of that. So welcome to the mob farm. This is a train system that if I take this, will actually bring me all the way back to my train station, which is the one building I think that I just haven't shown you guys yet. It takes about 30 seconds to get there. And again, all of this underwater was built using materials I got in regular survival. So we've just got one powered rail every 10 blocks, I think it is, along the bottom with regular rails. And again, the iron farm really helped with this because we had an incredible amount of rails to make, obviously, in order to make this. And then all the glass on the side, you can imagine all the sand that I had to smelt too. So this brings you up to the 2nd floor of my train station. And if I want to bring the train anywhere else, I can, you know, make another layer to it. But that's basically that. So this is the 2nd layer. I really haven't done much designing up here other than just putting some lanterns to prevent mobs from spawning. But if I go down to the 1st floor, this is where the train actually starts to lead to Sammy, my girlfriend's house. She's also on this server. And if I start here, the ride to her island, I'm not even kidding, is about 800 blocks in that direction. And it takes about 2 minutes to get there. So if I take a minecart, I could go all the way there for you guys. And I will, honestly, I can show you exactly how long it takes to get there. It takes about 2 minutes. It takes a really long time. But I think, before we head out, I think that's everything I have to show you guys here on this island. I think that literally concludes this entire full island tour. It's taken a lot of time to build all this stuff. I've been building this island over the course of the last, 6 months, and it's been so much fun to work on. I've had an insane amount of fun building all of this, and I keep coming up with new ideas, just looking online to see what other cool stuff I can build. I honestly want to build a floating house at some point, and that's, and I get up there just using water or soul sand in order to get all the way to the top, and that's where I sleep. I think a little floating island concept would be really cool. So yeah, I really like how these new farms turned out too. I just built these today, the cow farm and the pig farm. So yeah, if you guys enjoy the island, you think it looks cool, leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I live stream almost every single day here on the channel, and I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts, any ideas you have for other stuff I can build. I got a lot of questions asking about the texture pack that I use, or the shader pack. I don't have a texture pack on, but I have a shader pack, and the shaders that I use is called BSL, and it gives this really cool sort of look and glow to everything. Obviously, if it's at nighttime, time set night, you can see how cool it looks with everything glowing. It just looks really, really cool, and I love the look of glowstone. I can actually go into creative just to show you guys how this island looks from up ahead. You can see I've got a lot of glowstone from the nether too, to make sure that I can limit the amount of mobs that spawn. There's an iron golem about to be burned alive. But it's all business out here. So yeah, we could build monuments in the future. We can build little houses. There's like so much stuff we can build. The possibilities are endless. And I really feel like this is just the beginning for this island, because I've sort of gotten to the point now where everything's sustainable. So I can literally make as much as I want. And I'm really excited about that. And yeah, I can keep extending this farm to go out more. We've already got a farm for chickens and cows and pigs, but we can make one for sheep. I can make little stables for horses. We can make an actual big farmhouse. We can make an, just a little house for me to live in. So I know I'm not like an OG Minecraft YouTuber, but I don't know. I feel like I go through waves with how much I'm into Minecraft, so this has been really fun for me. So yeah, leave a like if you guys enjoy the island, you want to see more of it, and definitely subscribe to the channel if you're new.